So let's read on. Verse 14. Against whom has the king of Israel come out? Who are you pursuing? A dead dog? A flea? May the Lord be our judge and decide between us. May he consider my cause and uphold it. May he vindicate me by delivering me from your hand. He's trusting the Lord to take care of it. When David finished saying this, Saul asked, "Is that your voice, David, my son?" And he wept aloud. That's called the heaping burning coals on his head. That's called the conviction that, you're doing good to your enemy. He knows you're doing good to them. He knows he doesn't deserve it, or she, and you're heaping burning coals of conviction. Saul is like, you should have killed me. I'm trying to kill you. You didn't kill me. I mean, just weeping, crying, the coals of conviction. Verse 17, you are more righteous than I, as opposed to saying, you're actually just as wicked as I am. No. You are more righteous than I. You have treated me well, but I have treated you badly. You have just now told me about the good you did to me. The Lord delivered me into your hands, but you did not kill me. When a man finds his enemy, does he let him get away unharmed? May the Lord reward you well for the way you treated me today. I know that you will surely be king, and that the kingdom of Israel will be established in your hands. Now swear to me by the Lord you will not kill off my descendants or wipe out my name from my father's family. So David gave his oath to Saul. Then Saul returned home, but David and his men went to the stronghold. They go back to the cave of Adullam. Wow, that brought this battle kind of to an end. When one side showed goodness, instead of returning evil for evil, one side showed goodness, brought terrible conviction, and it ended. Here's a powerful verse. 1 Peter 3:9. Do not repay evil with evil, or insult with insult. On the contrary, repay evil with blessing, because to this you were called as believers, so that you may inherit a blessing. That's what God does with us. We're the enemies of God. We treat God very badly, but God causes it to rain on the just and the unjust, and God is always being kind to us, even though we don't deserve it. It would be easy there are many gods, I think, out there that are gods of revenge. But not our God. Our God is not evil. He doesn't, even though we're evil towards him, he is not evil towards us. So, on the contrary, repay evil with blessing, because to this you were called, so you may inherit a blessing. So I want to tell you a story here about a genie. So there was a husband and wife, messy divorce. And the ex-wife is going through the cupboard, and she sees a lamp, and she rubs it, and a genie comes out. Now, by the way, I'm making this story up for those that may not know this. Okay. But I want you to hear this story because I'll apply it. So the genie comes out, and the genie says, you know what, this lamp used to be owned by you and your ex-husband, and so whatever you get, your ex-husband gets twice as much. So the genie says, what would you like for your first wish? And the wife goes, I would like $10 million. Boom, gets $10 million, and the ex-husband gets $20 million. Ooh, she's like, ah. So what would be your second wish? And the wife went, I would like a large mansion in Cranberry. Boom, large mansion in Cranberry. But the husband gets twice the house in Mars. Okay. I'm on Mars side for today, okay? For the third wish, what's your third wish? The wife says, I would like to be walking down the streets where a mugger beats me half to death. Okay. Now, that's the traditional way this ends. However, I read another ending, which is the wife goes, I would like to be pregnant and deliver twins. So I'll let you figure that one out. So let me illustrate something with you about the truth of this passage, and I'm going to use money. However, and this is just illustrative purposes, the way the Lord really does this is usually in the spiritual realm. But just so you understand this with money, it's just easier to understand. Let's say you're in business with a partner, and your partner rips off you and the company $200. Okay? Your partner thinks he's gotten away with it, but you're checking the books and you see that your partner just ripped you off $200. Now, I know so option A is evil with evil, insult with insult, take revenge. So one way is to go, I caught you. You stole $200 from me, and now you're going to pay back. And you're going to pay me back twice as much. We never want just the payback of the $200. When you're doing revenge, you want the other person to suffer, to hurt even more than, so you kill 10, I'm going to kill 20. Revenge is you're going to pay back and more. So you hurt and suffer. So I caught you, you stole $200, you owe me $400 back. Okay. So now your partner is like, I know I was bad, but boy, that Christian is even way worse than I am. I mean, he's getting the 200, he wants more, Okay, now here's option B. Your partner rips $200 off of you, and you go, I'm going to repay this evil with a blessing. You know what? I wonder why he needs the $200. I think he must be struggling financially. So you go up to your partner, and you don't even bring up the 200, and you go, you know what? The Lord has led me to bless you. And I went to the bank today, and the Lord just said to give you $200 in cash. I don't know why, but I just want to give you $200 to bless your life. Now, suddenly, that partner is feeling the coals of conviction come upon him. As the partner goes, oh man, I ripped him off, and he's a Christian, and I stole, and then he blesses me with $200 more. I'm a loser, and I wish I was a Christian, and I'm evil, and they're good. And okay, now you do that. This is where the genie part comes in. Then it says God goes, this is what you were called to do, to be Christ-like, so that you may inherit a blessing. And now suddenly God brings in this great commission to you, and it's $4,000. $4,000 to you. Because God saw how you didn't take revenge, you gave a blessing, and God says, you're going to inherit a blessing now. And when God blesses you, wow!